Hi folks, welcome back to the series on IT fundamentals. In this video, you will learn about what is an operating system, where exactly it fits in the computer architecture, what is a device driver, why is it required. We will also learn about an important term called API. So far, we have seen example of two friends who represent two communicating digital devices. They are trying to send and receive data by torch flashing, which represents zeros and ones. First, we learnt about the need of time factor in communication. Then we saw how using just zeros and ones, they can send different types of data like numeric, text, binary, boolean. We also discussed the importance of different number systems under numeric data type and answered the questions like why octal and hexadecimal number systems are required at all when the computers understand only binary and a normal user understands only decimal. We discussed the importance of ASCII chart for text data type and by the way learned the concept of variables. In the next video, we discuss in detail about colors, pixels, formation of images, followed by formation of encoders and decoders to optimize the images. Now let us assume that instead of one person, there are two people at each end. The two people in the room have decided to split the responsibility in communication. One person is acting as manager, making the decisions, giving logical inputs for the communication, while second person is acting as translator, encoding the outgoing messages and decoding the received messages. Can you guess who these two people or say programs represent in the actual computer? The manager here represents operating system and the program which does the translation of logical messages to the hardware level protocol and vice versa is called driver software. Now tell me, assuming that there is only one processor, which system is going to be faster? The earlier system where a single program was doing all the job, or number two, this new system where two programs are dividing responsibility? Pause, answer and then proceed. Many of you will be surprised to know that the system with single program is faster. This is true especially where the processor is only one. The central processing unit, that is CPU, can execute only one instruction at a time. Both the programs will send their instruction to the CPU turn by turn. This process is known as context switching. In this mechanism, there is some time wasted in switching the execution context from one program to the other. So now the question is, then why to go for two program system when it is slower? In order to get the answer, let's see this room from the rooftop. The bigger picture reveals that the operating system is dealing with multiple peripheral devices like sound card, hard disk drive, display devices like monitor, printer, projector, input devices, etc. etc. Apart from the device management, operating system takes care of the other responsibilities like process and memory management, etc. But still, the question remains, when OS and driver both are programs, then can we not write a single program for it? Okay, tell me, have you experienced that when a new sound card or new hardware is connected to the machine, it searches for the driver if internally available? If not, then we need to download and install, isn't it? Now imagine that if OS was supposed to carry out driver related functionality as well, then every time when a new hardware or even its newer version would launch, we would need to format and reinstall the entire operating system, which definitely is not a good idea. Thus, separating the responsibility helps in better maintainability of the computer system. With this mechanism, the loss of speed due to the context switching is very low and acceptable when compared with the advantages gained. Also, do you remember when you try to download the driver from internet, the first thing it asks is to select the OS. This is because the driver acts as a translator between the hardware and the operating system. Now let us add one more type of component called application. For example, office software, internet browser, media players are the software applications we frequently use on our PC. These applications interact with the OS whenever they need the system resources for execution. OS then checks the permission rights of that application and approves or rejects. OS has authority to cancel the running program or disable the access. With addition of application, Now we have three types of people in the room. They form the major layers of software sitting on top of the hardware. Have you heard the term API? API is acronym for Application Programming Interface. What does that mean? You must be knowing the meaning of GUI or GUI, the Graphical User Interface. What is it? For example, Windows operating system provides GUI for creating a folder. A folder can be created by using command line interface as well, by giving DOS command mkdir, make directory. An interface means a channel. A graphical interface for user is called Graphical User Interface. On the similar lines, when the applications want to interact with another software programmatically, then the interface is called API, Application Programming Interface. The API by an operating system will primarily consist of a set of functions and procedures which the applications can access for requesting the operating system services. The data structure which needs to be exchanged for such request response mechanism will also be a part of API. The API document will also mention about the protocols, that is the set of rules to be followed for accessing the expose functions. Next question. Does only operating system have API? Explain with example. Let us discuss. Just like the applications have GUI for users to interact with them manually, they may also have interface for other applications to interact with them programmatically. For example, a database management system is installed on an OS. The other applications can store and retrieve the data from it through the expose APIs. Some hardware expose APIs for the applications to interact. For example, when a PC has a telephone connected, using telephonic API we can programmatically make phone calls, send SMS, or even transfer the data. Google Maps services expose an API where applications like GPS device and mobile apps can connect. OS also has pluggable resources like 2D and 3D graphics library, which has its own APIs. These APIs can be used by the installed applications like games. Now let us put all our learnings together, and this is how the bigger picture looks. It is very clear that the operating system is the backbone of any computer. It acts as a wrapper around hardware, providing simple and secure interfaces for the applications and users.